Before I start, I have to say just how meaningful it is for me personally to deliver the Arthur Vandenberg Lecture. And I say that because really his legacy is tied so much to what I do today inside the NATO alliance. As chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Vandenberg worked with President Truman on the Marshall Plan, on NATO. He was present at the creation for so many signature foreign policy achievements here in the United States. He worked tirelessly and closely with President Truman. And what I love about his life's work is he not only believed in bipartisanship, but he lived it each and every day. And that's why it's such an honor to be delivering this particular lecture in his name. So NATO, as some of you might know, is about to turn 75 years old. It will celebrate its 75th birthday next summer. We're going to have a big summit in Washington, D.C. to mark the occasion. It was founded in 1949 with the chief purpose of collective defense, which is enshrined in the original founding treaty in Article 5 inside that very short treaty. And Article 5, as you all know, is a pretty simple clause. It's an attack on one is an attack on all. And NATO, throughout its 75 years, has had many different milestones, many achievements. It's added many new members. It started with only 12 countries, and it's about to go to 32 in the next few weeks and months with a little luck, but I'm confident we're going to get there. And then, of course, the only time the alliance actually invoked the Article 5 clause was in reaction to the September 11th attacks here in the United States. But despite various milestones and developments across the NATO alliance over many, many decades, I really truly believe we're going to look back on 2022 and 2023 as a pivotal moment in the alliance's history. And I want to talk to you a little bit about today why I believe that is the case. I do want to read you a quote from an address that he delivered in the Senate in 1945, because I think it's really relevant to some of the debates we're having here in Europe and here in the United States. He said in this address, and this is in 1945, as at the end of World War II, thinking about what the post-war period will look like. The next thing we need to do, Mr. President, is to appeal to our allies in the name of reason to frankly face the post-war alternatives which are available to them and to us as a means to preserve tomorrow's peace. There are two ways to do it. One way is by exclusive individual action, in which each of us tries to look out for himself. The other way is by joint action, in which we undertake to look out for each other. The first way is the old way, which has twice taken us to Europe's interminable battlefields within a quarter century. The second way is the new way, in which our present fraternity of war becomes a new fraternity of peace. I do not believe that either we or our allies can have it both ways. I think we must make our choice. I think we must make it wholly plain to our major allies that they too must make their choice. So thankfully, the United States and our closest allies did make the choice. They made the right choice. They made the choice to create the NATO alliance, which continues to this day at its 75 years ripe old of its 75 years of working together under a common purpose, continues to put the strength of consensus behind collective action to preserve peace and stability. I look forward to your questions. Thank you very much.